I'm going to show you a really simple way to fingerpick any song. Okay, because I got a comment that said, Kyle, can you please make a video on fingerpicking? I said, sure. Are you looking for something specific or just basic fingerpicking technique? And this person said, just like how to fingerpick any song and stuff. So I'm going to hook you up today. I'm going to help those of you out who want to be able to do some basic fingerpicking anytime, anywhere. Okay, this is mostly going to be, to be honest, going to be focused on songs in 4/4. I'm going to use 2 songs as my examples. I'm going to give you 2 different fingerpicking patterns that you can use anytime. But if your song's in 6/8 or 3/4 or something weird, it might not work as well. But actually, one of them will still work. But well, you have to test it out. Most songs are in 4/4, so you should be fine. So let me show you what the first one is. I'm going to use a slow tempo song to teach this one, and then I'm going to use a fast tempo song to teach this one because it works in any circumstance, like I said. So the most basic finger picking pattern you can do is thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index, back and forth. Anyone can do it. Even grandma. Great grandma. Let's apply that to this song, Hard to Say I'm Sorry by Chicago. All right, now, don't worry about the chords. You'll see they're a little complicated. That's not the point of this video. The point is not to teach you how to play Hard to Say I'm Sorry. The point is to teach you a finger-picking technique that works on any song. I'm just going to show you how it works with this song because I like it and because I bet you like it too. I hope you like it. So what we have is Kiwi. I'm going to just start from the pre-chorus, which actually starts on a C sharp minor. Now, when I pick this, I'm going to make it a slight bit harder right off the bat by picking thumb and then these 2 together. Okay, now you can just do it like this. Thumb, index, thumb, index, thumb, index. But I'm going to go thumb, dun, 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 just to up the ante a little bit. Every chord that I play right now, I'll just play thumb and then these 2 fingers. So starting from the pre-chorus, let me show you what it looks like. This is our slow tempo song. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. You see how nice it sounds? It's so simple. I'm just doing power chords pretty much. And the right hand is just back and forth. I just want you to stay. And then we hit the chorus. The chords change a lot. Even with lots of chord changes, you'll see the pattern still works, still sounds good. Here's what it sounds like. After all that we've been through, I promise to. And after all this, and after all that's been said and done, so back and forth, that is the most basic picking pattern. But let's apply it to a fast song because does it really work at any tempo? Yes, it does. Let me show you. This is As It Was by Harry Styles. Our progression is much simpler here. D, B minor 7, E, and then A. This time I'm going to make it a little more interesting. I'm going to pluck back and forth thumb, index, as I mentioned before. But then in the little spaces between the vocals, I'm going to add a little pick on some other strings. So you can see that experimenting is very simple with finger picking. Start with something you know really well, and then start to add a finger in here or there on other strings. So you got, in this world, you know it's not the same. Hit, hit. Hit, hit. Ring, middle. You know it's not the same as it was. Right, so any tempo, still sounds good. So that's our most basic pattern. You can apply that to any song. Thank me later. Actually, leave a comment and subscribe. That's how you can thank me. The second pattern is slightly more complicated, although it is still very simple. We're going to go back to our slow song, Hard to Say I'm Sorry. And I'm going to show you how this one works. We're going to go thumb, index, ring, middle. Thumb, index, ring, middle. Now you notice I'm using my ring finger. A lot of guitarists, they stop at 2 or 3. I like to use all 5. I'm not going to teach you the pinky today, but you'll notice that my hand is always in this position, always fingers curled underneath, and I like to use all my fingers. Now that I know that's controversial for some of you, but I think it works really nice, and it keeps my hand in a good position at all times so I never lose my place. But anyways, thumb, index, ring, middle. So applying that to Hard to Say I'm Sorry, let's just do it with muted strings first. The thumb's going to take the bass note. So we're going to do thumb here on the bass note, index, ring, middle. With strings muted, thumb, index, ring, middle. You can drop your thumb to this string for a lot of chords, thumb, index, ring, middle. Depending on what chord you're playing and what the bass note is, that's the note your thumb will take. And then your index will take the D string, ring will take the B string, and middle will take the G string. Just back and forth. Dum, dum, dum. So here it is applied to Hard to Say I'm Sorry, and then we'll apply it to As It Was. Now, the beauty of Hard to Say I'm Sorry is I can mix in my 2 patterns. The really simple one I taught you earlier, and this newer simple one. So you'll notice how when the chord changes happen fast, I use the other one because it's a shorter pattern. See what that looks like here. Starting with the pre-chorus, we'll just use our newer pattern. Thumb, index, ring, middle. So it's going to look like this. Hold me now. It's hard for me to say I'm sorry. How to mix it up there a little bit. You can get creative after a while. And then when we hit the chorus, I'll start mixing my 2. When that's a long chord, I'll play this one, thumb, index, ring, middle. When it's a quick chord, I'll just play thumb, pick. Watch how I combine them. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you. And after all that's been said and done, so there you noticed I'm picking thumb, index, ring, middle, and then sometimes bonga, bonga. So getting used to going between them is very helpful if your chord changes are quicker. Now let's apply that to As It Was, our fast song, and you'll see it works just as well. So it is possible to take this pattern, thumb, index, ring, middle, and apply it with a different timing. You could go nice and simple like, in this world, it's just us. Right, but that kind of doesn't match the feel of the song. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go bunga gung gum, bunga gung gum. So I'm going to use the same pattern, but just go at a different timing. In this world, it's just us. All right, we could even do it different. In this world, right, bum. You could do. Right, if you change up the timing, you have basically almost unlimited possibilities using the same thumb, index, ring, middle pattern that we used. So you see that bunga, 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 bunga works with any song in 4/4, and bum, 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 bum works with any song in 4/4. Hopefully this was helpful for you. For those of you who want to learn some basic finger picking, I would start with those 2 patterns. Get really comfortable using them on any song, and you'll start to feel your fingers do things outside the box the more comfortable you get with that. If you enjoyed this, please leave a comment and subscribe. Let me know if there's anything else you'd want to know about finger picking specifically. As always, I'm still making videos and I have my own ideas of what to teach, but I'd love to hear from you guys what you actually want to learn. So please let me know, and I'll try to get a video up for you, or just type in a response to your question in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this. Have a great day. See you on the next video.